Hey there, beloved Ascension Pioneers. How are you all doing? Welcome to another video of mine where I will be sharing another giveaway and talking about the heart connections, how we are connecting through the heart now. Stay tuned for the giveaway, which will be at the end, before I speak a few words about this. And also, we're going to do things differently. Each of the things, the items that I'm giving away, which is books this time, is revealing a message on its own. So I'll be also sharing spirit messages. So you will be choosing what you will choose. But first of all, I'm guided to share about magic, about synchronicity, expanding from yesterday's video. I don't know if you've seen it. I was recording it out in nature, but somehow spirit did not yet provide for me to share the first part of it because I ended up cutting my own head. So I said, okay, I'll share this in this video about communities again, about how we're connecting. These communities are now more in our heart spaces. That's what I would like to expand on, what spirit has shown me recently. And then, to the end of it, I would like to add this giveaway as well. I'm just on my way to post the items of the previous giveaway. I'm still, congratulating all the winners. And this time it will be all the same. All you have to do is, it's the same three things. Either you send your pink photo to me, to polona@ascension-pioneers.org, or you share your video of your soul journey, of your awakening story, your opening to ascension energies, how we would like to inspire others, and how we'd like to contribute to the self-empowerment of all of us on the ascension journey, and how you would like to support further divine companions, ascension pioneers who are sharing with one another now. Third option is to donate whatever kind of small or big, whatever you wish, amount from the heart to Ascension Pioneers so that I can further continue to do what I do here freely for all of us. And these three options you have. Stay connected through my email, and I'll be choosing the winners as divine timing shows that it's right and appropriate. So first of all, I would like to say about this magic that is happening. Yesterday I came to my nature spot and I couldn't believe that it was all dark in my wood space. And I asked myself, what is this? I've just been coming to this place recently, and just maybe a week ago, it was all different. There were rays of sunshine coming through and it was now all dark, and it was full of leaves and luscious forest. And the spirit message that I wanted to share with that, which I'm sharing today, was there's sometimes so much growth, but it's building in stages. Like in nature, there's this gradual shift, and we don't always notice it. Sometimes, when the snow is melting and beneath it, it's already so much sprouting life, but we don't see it yet. So this was the message about our ascension journey right now, was it's building up, it's intensifying, and especially this week, you have to be really observant, and the energies are so amplifying. They're kind of like even culminating. This week we have a solar eclipse. We have a new moon in Taurus, and I just felt, and even the message today, they came also about this beautiful divine companion selenite wand message that I received today, because I'm doing spirit messages now as well, and you can see that service if you want your personal one as well on my Facebook page under the album shared spirit messages. I do them every day, and this is what it was shown, that we are really being pushed into new integration, but it doesn't happen naturally. We have to purify, we have to be in alignment with these energies, we have to be in alignment with the highest divine light. This is something I'll be talking about tomorrow as well. I'm preparing this kind of spicy spiritual topic as well. And I've also noticed that there's, for me in my life, new crystals coming in my way. I've noticed that more highly resonating crystals, more for connecting with the higher realms, even higher. This one was my kyanite crystal, the blue one, tiny divine companion, but very powerful. Whenever I put it in my left hand, it's really pulsating. And the one I just purchased yesterday that I was really guided to when I saw this video, and then the woman had this crystal, was aqua aura crystal. It was just so beautiful. It had two beautiful spikes coming from the cluster crystal. And it was just beautiful. I just felt guided to have it, and I felt these are highly vibrational crystals entering our lives right now. If you're guided to to have a certain one to be your divine companion, go ahead, just feel the vibration. Feel how you're being lifted off and how everything in your life is, now aligning as well. So the message, let me get back to that because I skipped a few steps. The message was about how sometimes we don't notice these changes, but that doesn't mean that they're not there. And one day you just come, and the shift, although it's a gradual one, it can happen at a certain instant like this. And this is how it was in nature. Nature is showing us these messages if we're just observant enough and we see these miracles. So whatever these kind of tiny things are happening now, for me, it's tiny miracles of people, new people making connections, entering our lives, us connecting even deeper and deeper. This solid part of the process, it's not always a physical one, but it needs to happen in stages. And sometimes, even though many people might feel, oh, the divine plan is kind of, it's lagging behind. It's not. The divine plan is always in eternity. It's always as it's supposed to be, and shifting as we're aligning ourselves. But we can, sometimes have a feeling that we are a bit, kind of far back, or that we are lagging behind, that we're a bit late. But it's never so. In the divine plan, it's always everything is happening perfectly. So the message was shared. Sometimes the shift, after all the purging, after all the releasing, after all that we're really building up in our bodies, because the shift is happening from within to without, can be like this. So that was my nature message from yesterday. And it was about noticing the magic that is here for us right here now. One of those beautiful magical moments. And like I say, you need to be aware. You need to be aware, you need to be observant for it, because otherwise you won't notice these miracles. They might be tiny, subtle things, and if you're not open, and if you don't have the flow of the heart that is in constant giving and receiving, it's just that flow of divine love, you won't notice it. It won't come to you, although it might be there, because it's all about the perception, you see. So yesterday, this beautiful lady of light, sister of light, sent me a beautiful video message, expression of gratitude, and then we were further then expanding about it. How it is now important, I feel, for us Ascension Pioneers to really connect. And that is why I emphasize this so much, Ascension Pioneers, because it is so important for us to connect even deeper, to support one another. These are new relationships that are not about drama and old. These are relationships that are all about sharing our paths with each other, supporting each other, uplifting each other, because we're all here. We're here now. Each of us just needs to be aware of their own tasks, that they're bringing here, the love that they're representing and embodying here on this planet right now. Although, we are multidimensional beings, we coexist on so many levels, but people don't always have this understanding that Polona, me, this person is not multidimensional. The soul aspects are multidimensional, and, the grander part of ourselves. So, these messages are now coming forth that we are really opening our hearts. We're connecting through them. We're building this web of light that I was already talking about a year, maybe even 2 years ago, right at the beginning of my videos. It's almost going to be 2 years in August. And these are the visions that I've been talking about community. But it's not always a physical thing, you see. Sometimes things that you will see in the physical, like here. Remember, if you've seen my video about this, and I mentioned that there's this person here in Slovenia who is doing natural house building, and it's not the only person like that. There's many, but each have their own way. So recently, when I heard some of the things, about this person and how they do things, something bugged me from deep inside. And whenever something bugs me, bug is a bug. It bugs you. And then you just have to come to the clarity of it. And I was going to nature. I was, just being in my observing space, just releasing all that is external, because that does not serve us for our soul. And that is why this week I've been so much talking about just surrendering to the path of the soul, which means most often to disconnect from all that is physical and that can influence you in a manipulative way, which is not of your own soul energy and signature. That's where we'll need a lot of solitude time as well. So when I was dwelling and communing with this part, the answer came like this. It was already before in me, this knowing, but I managed to pull it off in a very grounded sense. So when I was really excited about these communities, it was an energetic thing. It was a vision. I mentioned to all of you guys, and I was even speaking here in my previous giveaway video about these communities and how they are to be brought about. But what I've noticed in the physical is just not aligned with that yet. Spirit has clearly showed me recently that this is not yet in that fullest alignment. When you're fully in divine love, you will always be for the greater, grander, highest good for all. You won't benefit from it. And what I've seen what this person is doing, how people come there, they have workshops and they literally build a house. They help him to build a house, and it's for him to have. And then you also have to, in a way, I've heard, I don't know, I wasn't there personally, and it's not in my business. I'm just expanding on it, how, if this resonates with my soul truth or not, when I'm thinking of communities, don't get me wrong, I'm not judging anyone. Everyone is on their own timeline and path. But for us, it really needs to be important why something bugs us from within ourselves, because a lot of times we want to associate it with something because it sounds so good and we're super excited, but then something still feels weird and it just bugs us until we get to the clarity of it. Where the wisdom lies through that. So my own wisdom self told me, no, Polona, this is not yet what you're envisioning, because it's not yet really for the community that benefits, the whole benefits, that everything goes to the greater whole. And Spirit showed me we're not on that level yet, because individuals who are doing this now, who have these gifts, are still not learning how to use them for the greater good of all. So you might have as many gifts and resources through your soul, but if you have not yet matured in that spiritual integrity and purity as much to that level, you won't get to do it in that way, which is for the highest good of one, and where the truth is all one, where we're all unique, but we apply our individual gifts for the greater benefit, for the greater whole and the highest potential, because the highest potential will always be that of the whole, not just, you pay me for this and you help me to do this, and then it's for me to have. What I felt was there's nothing wrong with it. It's not that people are misled or that they're doing something wrong. It's just, it's not aligned with what I envision for this world, you see? So Spirit has shown me this is not yet in my alignment, so I need to let it go. So I need to not focus on that so much, because that is their path. And what I am envisioning myself for the community is something that maybe still feels a bit distant in the future, but there's no time. This is already happening right now. It's just in the physical, it will be shown as stages, how we're bringing that forth. And I've met many people, many beautiful divine companions who are aligned with this. And because of my, sharings and addressing you guys as Ascension Pioneers, so many beautiful souls are now also doing this and unveiling themselves and sharing even bigger with others, in a even bigger way. And they're showing themselves, and when they do that, when they put their energy out into the world, the whole benefits, you see, even if it's just the tiniest thing you thought, oh, it's not important for me to do that. And then you put it out there and you get a response for people, which is actually what happened, in this Sister of Light sent me a video. She also sent a video to one of my divine companions, because his video has opened her up in the time that she needed it most. So you see how important it is for us to really follow the path of heart, to listen to that voice within that nudges us to do something. Like this week, this beautiful being came to my page, obviously, somehow found me, and felt really inspired by one of my recent videos. And it felt like I'm addressing them personally, like I'm speaking to them personally, which I am. I'm speaking to all of you Ascension Pioneers through the purity and intent of my heart. And for you, I'm not, when I say Ascension Guide, I'm not guiding you, I'm guiding myself with what I already know, because I know this and I just came to share it here in this planet. And I'm guiding just you to guide yourself, to become your best, highest guide. That's all that I'm doing through my own sharings. So I have motivated a lot of people to, just be uplifted in this self space. And this is what is bringing forth community now through our heart connectedness. So it was so beautiful to see this expressions and, how we are touching the lives of one another, how these tiny miracles are coming about. And that being who stopped at my page donated to me, and they didn't even have the money. They just felt guided to do it, because later they wrote something about needing to support something that you really energetically support. So that is really beautiful. And whenever I see these tiny subtle details and miracles, there's more, because when you open yourself to them, sometimes people think they have to be something big. No, sometimes it's a message. Sometimes it's a tiny message, or sometimes it's your awareness that uplifts and expands. That for me is always the greatest gift that I received, when I expanded my awareness. I couldn't imagine a better gift. And sometimes another person comes in your life that might share this new insight with you, and you just feel, ooh, this is it, So these are the differences that I feel, where there's joy There's joy, and we're really connecting through the heart space. When there's something that feels like it's bugging me still, it's not the fullest potential. It's not coming through purity of spirit. And this weekend, I've really unplugged from all of it, from all the external influences. I've, disconnected from my phone, emails, everything. And I've really seen that spirit, when I'm alone, shows me the truth of everything, why I feel bugged by something, why something just doesn't feel right. Because in my path, if it doesn't, it just doesn't. It doesn't mean something wrong with it. It's just not in my path. It's not in my highest alignment. And it's not something that I also envision. So I need to be really discerning whether what I will let into my energy field and what I won't. Because that is really important. The moment sometimes we take on things that are thoughts of others, they're not really our own thoughts, we become really confused, and your confusion will show you that you're not really in soul alignment. You can shift like this, but like I said, you need to return. You keep returning to that inner voice inside of you that will show you why this is so, and clarity will come. So it is really nice, really beautiful that we're connecting this way. That is what I wanted to share today. And like I said, in that community space, I really, did not see that potential that maybe in the first place I thought, ooh, it could be good. But then I felt through soul, it's not the potential for me, because it's not for the greater benefit of the whole. It's still, I'm saying it's not that certain individuals have it wrong. It's just that they're lacking even deeper degree of awareness. If they're meant to have it, they are. We need to stay focused on our own path, beautiful Ascension Pioneers, because we are the ones who are doing it our own way, through purity and devotion, like I always say, to the highest spirit light of all. So now, let me get back to the giveaway. This video is already long enough, so I'll be short. I have 3 things you can choose. They're all books. Lately, I see and feel I will do a lot of clearing and a lot of these sales and giveaways, because it's just energy shifting, and we need to do that sometimes. And what better way for me to do this, to offer it to people, to, for certain energy exchange that they can bring to the community if they feel so guided. So I will do it different this time. You can choose 1, 2, 3 intuitively now. Bring yourself to this deep breath and just say which number right now I feel is a message for me. Because the first part of this giveaway will be a message of spirit. This certain item has a message, and I will share it, I will channel it, I will source it. When you will just bring yourself through your own intuitive senses to the magic of that moment when you feel, ooh, what could bring me a message? If you feel that you are to get a certain message, like Sister of Light has sent me a message when she sent me your video, it was beautiful. So if you wish to receive a message, choose either 1, 2, or 3. Okay, you ready? Our crystal wand says we're ready. We're ready to go. The first book is tiny manual called The Crystal Children. See? I read this like really long time ago. It's a cute book. And what this message is about is for you to, right now at this moment in your life, you're reawakening to that purity of yours, to that crystalline core nature. You are reawakening to your soul blueprint, and you're starting to feel these nudges, you are opening to more of that, not this light that people say light and dark, in the lower senses, but the divine light. So you might have felt all of your life that you had this purity, you were untainted, and then you went through, this was how it was for me on my path. You went through many experiences that maybe have uncleared your vision, or that have contributed for you to build a certain shield around you. But now you're starting to awaken to this beautiful crystalline core that's just telling you that it's safe to always be in this space, because the purity itself is what is protecting you. It's the purity of your essence that is your natural protector. It's the awareness of it. And through that, you are expanding so much. And you're asked to bring forth this innocence of a child, like it is in this photo. You see? So lately, I'm all about spirit messages. You just intuitively, what you feel, what you're guided to, what you're really drawn to, that is what your message is when it's coming through, what it is about. And also, I'm guided to this pink radiant thing. You can see it, that this child is holding in its hand, and it's watching itself in the mirror. reflected back. So you are basically asked to reconnect back to that divine love essence within you and to see it as a reflection, because many people are still seeking outside of themselves through relationships. But at this time, if you choose number one, you're asked to reconnect that part of you inside internally, and also to reconnect with your inner child, which I've been writing about last week. So to take a look at that. Second message is Heal Your Body from Louise Hay. I have this book in Slovene version, and I don't even know why I have it in English, how it got to me. And I also wish to give this away. It's like a list of affirmations you can have here inside. And there's a lot of energetic explanations why a certain part of your body feels certain things, and how you might heal yourself on this level. And this message, number two, if you've chosen number two, is about a certain area in your body and in your life right now, that needs more attention right now in your life. It's like it needs to be whole. It needs to be brought back to that wholeness. So even if you're experiencing some physical symptoms, be aware that it's not always an ascension symptom. Ascension symptoms, even what they truly mean, is our own response to the energy that is universal, that is neutral, that is intense, but it's neutral. The energy in itself, it's not bad. Like, for example, when I was hiking and I was exposed to sunlight, which was very intense in that moment, it wasn't the sun itself at that time when I had certain allergies that brought me to that state. It was the food that I was eating, dairy mostly, that was not aligned. The sun with its intensity just drew that out of me, and it started purifying me, because the sun is the great purifier. So I feel this message is all about you knowing that even though it's a symptom and you just say, oh, it's ascension symptom, and you just forget about it and you say, well, pass. Even symptoms come because our bodies will react to it. So whenever there's still a body alignment, there will be a body reaction. It's basically always showing you where you need to put attention to. If it's your digestion, if it's headaches, if it's, I don't know, something having to do with your third chakra, like solar plexus, something to do with your internal power, it's something to be brought back to wholeness. And this is what you're focusing right now. And especially in this week, have a new moon and a powerful solar eclipse. You're guided to focus a lot on this, to bring your attention to it, and to not just deny it, to finally accept it, because we're not to deny things and just say, I'm just clearing off energy. We are to integrate it in our bodies. This is what wholeness is all about. And number three is the surprise, the magic that came to me this Saturday, which I already mentioned in one of my videos. And you remember I shared about book, and I even gave it away, this last giveaway from Sarah Kelly. It was called Earth Awaken, and they sent me two books, they sent me a book, which I already have, when I ordered the first one, and the first one is this one. And it's called Earth Changes in 2012. And I really like the first book even more. I like it more because it has some of the unified truths within it that really confirm my own knowing. And I really love this book, so I ordered it. And what happened was they forgot about it, then they sent me. And now, on Saturday, I received another one. I still don't know why they sent me two books. I don't need two, and it was clearly a message again, Spirit saying, you have to do another giveaway. Someone is meant to have this book. But it's an intense book. It's not just about 2012, it explains the metaphysical, the esoteric meanings behind it all, and about soul groups, about soul journey, everything is explained here. But it's really important for every book. We need to know an ascension journey, a journey of the soul. Books will only be external triggers. You're not to take anything as holy and sacred as much as that within you. So the message here, I feel, third message, for you, if you have chosen number three as your message, is whatever comes to you with deep esoteric information, deep metaphysical explanations and truths, and a lot of deep spiritual truths that you're now exploring and researching, note that they only serve as an external trigger. Never take anything for granted, for, like your guru, like your guide. Take it just as that external trigger that came to your awareness for a certain reason, and then let everything go, because that which will flow through you and your own inner awareness will remain there without you needing to, do the research and explore, and just through breath, stay present. If this message is also about, if you're reading a lot, stay present while you do it. Don't just absorb information, because again, you can absorb a lot of collective energy. Just see it as something externally reflecting back to you. What will really resonate will flow through the heart, and you will feel it, and you will know it. You will say, that's my own inner knowing as well. And whatever is not, let it go. Don't ask yourself, but why is the author saying this? Or what this person is saying here? It's not about any person. It's not about any book. It's about the messages being shared. And you revealing that deeper truth, whether it be through books or oracle cards or other people, bringing you messages and acting as your guide at that moment. Everything is always about you opening to your inner soul truth. And at certain phase, you will always be called to drop everything, videos, books, just totally immerse in your I am presence. But it's a process, it takes for you to get there. So guys, if you like any of those 3 items, if you feel guided to have any of those 3 books for a certain reason, please go ahead, write to me at Polona at ascension-pioneers.org. Like I said, you have 3 options how to participate, the same as last time. Either your pink photo, either a video, a YouTube link. It has to be a YouTube link when you share about your ascension journey and experience of your awakening, to support the community and other Ascension Pioneers. Or you can donate whatever kind of amount to Ascension Pioneers. The link is on my Ascension Pioneers webpage. The community link is also there for all further details of how you can participate, to be even deeper, brought together with other Ascension Pioneers in our community, which is all about energetic community, connecting through the heart space. It has no physical needing to do something to participate. You don't have to write anything on the forum. You don't have to do anything. You just physically let that go and remember how it is to be physically connected, energetically connected through the heart, okay? So until further ado, I'm saying goodbye to you right now. I'm going to the post, sending items from the first giveaway, and I'll talk to you soon. May the best one who needs to get this. And I didn't say this right. What I meant was, may the one who's most meant to receive that, receive all that I, just put out there, energetically, what Spirit guided me to share. So, love you lots. Many magical blessings. Be open to miracles. They're here daily, every now moment. Take care. Bye.